What's up, everybody? Can everybody hear me? Hello. Hello out there. Can anybody hear me? About to post a link here on X, Twitter. What's up, Jeff? How you doing tonight, bud? Gonna wait a couple minutes here, get a couple people on here, and rip open this box. Super excited to be here tonight. Glad this box came so fast. Still working on technical stuff Yeah, I'm blown away, especially by that first box we had. I was weary about Upper Deck, but big fan so far. Tons of value getting 3 game used jerseys cards in any box, really. That's why I like this older stuff. Hall of Famers. Can't go wrong. I can't remember. I'd have to look at your stack again, but I don't remember anything from last time. Who do you have this time? Oh, you did get into the Rangers. Awesome. Well, let's hope we can pull. I hope I can get A-Rod, Tro, and Ken Griffey Jr. for everybody tonight. And I would love to hit an autograph as well for someone. That would be so cool. Dang, I think I remember. Yeah, that was. Oh, man. Yeah, absolutely a cool card. Was that your first time grading something? I still have yet to do any PSA grading, anything like that. Oh, wow. Awesome. Wish I had the money and time. I've been making a lot more time for cards lately and really trying to grow a brand in person. I got going to my first card show on Sunday. Excited about that. Trying to look for some wax actually for this. That would be great if I could find something cool there. We got a lot of stuff to trade and Friday's payday, so everyone will be happy. I am in Erie, Pennsylvania, currently. They have a show here in the city every 3 months or so. Yeah, they have every 3 months or so they have a show, and this is the first time I've actually been able to get to one. What's going on, John? Yeah, I've been hoarding all the cards I've bought over the last 5 years, and I'm finally like, oh, I need to do something with these. Time to actually get out there and meet people and be social. And so I talk to people on Twitter. Looks like we got a couple people on here. I'm sure people will be filing in as we get going. First of all, I wanted to show you this little pick I got at a thrift store. 1989, since we're opening 1989 themed products. 1989 program from a Columbus Clippers game. They were playing, I can't remember. Buffalo Bison, I believe. Yes, they were playing the Buffalo Bison. Some notable names on the roster for these games. Manager of the Clippers, Bucky Dent, Hall of Famer. Bobby Dickerson was an infielder at the time for them. And Deion Sanders played for the Columbus Clippers at the time. Buffalo Bison had a couple names I noticed. Jay Bell, he went up and played with the Pirates. Mike Lavalier was a catcher. He was on a rehab stint with the Bison at the time. He played for the Buccos. But cool, very cool pickup. Glance back into history. what was going on in Columbus, Ohio at the time. They hosted the second annual AAA All-Star game that year. So very cool little piece of history there. I see that. So without any further ado, let's get these cards ripped. I don't want to take up too much of your time tonight. I do want to hang out with you for a little bit. I got to get up for work at 4:30, so that's fun. I'd rather be playing with cards. All right, 2002 Upper Deck Authentics Baseball, Part 2. Let's go, guys. Yes, this is Larrold opening tonight. This is my second break now with the Throwback Stax team. Still working out technology kinks. I'm not great with technology. A little bit of moisture, not moisture, that's stuck to that. So let's hope we don't have any bricking with these cards at all. Okay, let's go. So again, if you were with us last time, these are a throwback to the 1989 Upper Deck release. That was their first baseball release. So this is their... Oh, no, I'm messing everything up. Here we go. This was their first baseball release that was... Hey, no problem, man. I'm glad you got those Nolan Ryan cards. You got there safely. I always worry about sending stuff in the mail, but I've had good luck so far. They try to package well. So if you guys have any critiques on my packaging as I send stuff out, let me know. But I've had good examples set for me by other breakers I've bought from and stuff. So I appreciate everybody in this community setting a good example. Show you this empty box again, just so you guys see. Anyway, this was Upper Deck's response to Topps' Heritage line. So they did their own throwback to the 1989 Upper Deck release. So all the cards are in the style of their 1989 version. There's some early 90s inserts like the Heroes of Baseball. Just so everybody knows. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad those cards made it fine. Yeah, I had sent some cards to Michigan lately, and they got stuck in the mail there for a week almost. I was getting nervous, but they finally popped their way through, took the scenic route around the Midwest. Sorry, I keep going off. And what's up, Scotty? How you doing tonight, buddy? Just showing off packaging here. The 2002 Upper Deck Authentics. I'm doing all right. Glad to be ripping cards for you guys tonight. This is a lot of fun. This is my second time doing this, so it's been a learning experience, but I enjoy myself quite a bit. I do it just for the fun of it. This is a lot of fun. I'm really grateful that Dakota let me jump in and help him out through this time when he's playing lots of baseball and practicing, worrying about school. I have a little more time to be able to go through this, so I'm really excited about it. All right. There are, just so everybody knows, I did give a disclaimer last time. There are a few inserts that they'll show up with a picture of an old card of a different team of that player. It'll go to the player or the team that the player is on at this time in 2002, except for there are a few Heroes of Baseball cards that are actually, like Ken Griffey Jr. is on the Mariners and on separate cards, not on the same card. So pretty clear which one is which in those. Same with A-Rod. There are a few Mariners, A-Rod, Heroes of Baseball, if we do happen to hit any of those cards. And hopefully we don't get any redemptions, because I really don't think Upper Deck is going to help us out with anything, unless they want to send us hockey cards. I'll take some hockey autographs for you guys, right? All right. Good luck, everybody. Let's get going. Jeremy Burnett, Roger Clemens, good Yankees start there. Ben Howard, star rookie. So it does seem that there are star rookie cards in almost every pack, since there were not any star rookies that year. How about that? Garrett Anderson for the Angels, and Brett Boone, Mariners. We're looking for also reverse negative cards. Each card in the set has a reverse negative parallel. It has a reverse negative image on the front of the card of the actual base card, and they wipe out the team logo so that it doesn't look awkward backwards. There's a nice Gary Sheffield on the Braves. Jeff Jenkins, Brewers. Oh, got our first relic here, so we're going to save that. Let that cook for a bit. Take the time to sleeve everything up afterwards for you, unless we get any big hits here. Then I want to definitely sleeve those up immediately. If anybody wants anything specific sleeved or top loaded, let me know. I usually definitely do Hall of Famers. I'm going to make sure everything comes in the best shape for you. Any relics, autograph, and number cards will definitely be sleeved and top loaded. But if you have any specific players that you like for your PC, you want to make sure those cards get here that I might not naturally do, just let me know. I don't know if anybody had any stacks still open with Dakota, but shipping, I want $5 shipping for you, base price, unless we get something outrageous and need to ship it in a box. But then I might ask for a little more to help me out. But $5 base for shipping. Frank Thomas, nice White Sox to start. Trot Nixon. Steve Beckler, star rookie. Aubrey Huff, Devil Rays. And Phil Nevin, there is a reverse negative. If you guys can see, his number on his jersey is, so there's a nice Padres. Nobody claimed that. Very cool. So it seems that there are 2 reverse negative parallels per box on average, at least from what I've seen and what we've experienced here. Cool Phil Nevin there. Nice father. Hopefully the lighting's okay. You can have my normal light charged up all the way. So, and then still working on getting a second camera here so that you guys can see my pretty face when we do this as well. We'll upgrade as we go. Let me know. Do you guys want to let any number cards that we may come across cook for a little while? Let them sit. There is a CC Sabathia with a little bit of, looks like part of the package, maybe. I don't want to rip this off if it's too stuck on there. Okay. All right, it came right off. Does not look like there's any. No damage there at all. So very cool Indian CC Sabathia. That is his second year, I believe. Pat Burrell Phillies. We pulled a reverse negative him last box. Javier Vasquez of the Expos. There's a nice Ichiro hitting these Hall of Famers. And last but not least, a star rookie of Brandon Puffer for the Astros. Woo. Keep everything on the screen there for you so you don't think I'm being shady. Have enough people like that. This is not whatnot. Womp womp. Okay, awesome. Yeah, Scotty, I'll let any number card sit, anything. And then at the end, we'll do our normal pick an order and figure them out. Pudge Rodriguez, one of my favorite players growing up. I was a catcher when I was playing baseball, and he was a big inspiration, as was Jason Kendall of the Pirates. We'll pull a nice Kendall tonight. Kenyon Sturts of the Devil Rays. Don't remember him too much. Josh Hancock, star rookie of the Red Sox. Again, don't remember him too much. Rafael Furcal. I do like the images on these cards. Looks just like the original 1989 Upper Deck junk wax. Jeff, I'll DM you afterwards. That might be perfect. I'd really appreciate that. I have my laptop webcam is not great, so. Oh, hell yeah. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I just got the one I'm using right here I just purchased off of Amazon long ago, and it's been good. I just want to get a second camera that's not just the one on my laptop that doesn't work well. But we'll get a really cool operation going here. I'll get maybe even a Larrold Stax logo going. We'll have lots of fun with it. But yes, great pictures. My favorite part, Cam Essinger on the star rookie, my favorite part was always having a second different image on the back, as well as your little authenticated sticker on every single card. I have a ton of old Upper Deck in my basement. Stuff I've picked up over the years. I have a ton of junk wax. Jason Johnson, Baltimore. Looks like we have another relic here. Let that one cook. Put the back card on there as well so it doesn't scrape up on the surface here. Jeremy Ward, star rookie of the Diamondbacks. That is at least one name I semi-remember from that time period. Vladdy Daddy, Vlad Guerrero for the Expos. Jeffrey Hammonds of the Brewers. There we go. There is a memorable name. I'm going to sleeve that one up right away. So Taguchi for the Cards. That's a nice one there. Brian Giles, big fan of Brian Giles growing up from Pirates. And Troy Glaus, the Angels. Make sure that's not a reverse negative. It would be a back card, but I don't believe so. I'll check that out later if we don't find another one. Yeah, So Taguchi, a good name for the Cardinals for a long time. I know Robert, I haven't seen him on here, but I think he'll appreciate that one. Got the cards this time. And again, I'll sleeve up all these Hall of Famers for everybody. Any other stars I deem necessary. And like I said, if anybody wants anything else, I'll sleeve up most everything, but top load Hall of Famers and such for you guys. Jacque Jones, Minnesota Twin. Gabe Kapler, the Rangers. Lots of good stars from this era. Toby Hall, some not stars. Kevin Brown, Dodgers. And Johnny Damon, the Red Sox. He had just come over from Oakland at that time. Nice little Oakland A there. Hopefully we get a good mix of teams so everybody hits some good stuff. Only Hall of Famers for Scotty. I got you, bud. Edgar Renteria, Cardinals. Steve Finley, Diamondbacks. Brian Jordan of the Dodgers. Jose Hernandez, the Brewers. He was not quite as bad as there's someone else. Craig Counsell, maybe. And Rich Aurelia of the Giants. Yes, Bernie Williams also. Yeah, the Yankees had a decent little checklist on here. I was happy about that. They had a great team at that time, of course. Torrey Hunter, Minnesota Twins. Star rookie Reed Johnson. Miguel Ordonez of the White Sox. Another White Sox, Mark Burley. And it looks like we might have a numbered card here. So I'm going to let that one cook for a little bit. On to the second half here. It is 18 total packs. The game used jersey cards, there's 3 different styles that they come in. Each are inserted, one in every 16 packs. So like last time we ended up with 4 game used jersey cards. That'd be awesome if that happened again. I'd prefer an autograph from you guys, but this is still a fun box regardless. I like these cards a lot. Been looking at some Fleer product, just different stuff. I don't know exactly right now at the price point I'm looking for until we can get some different cards, and maybe I'll luck out at this card show on Sunday that I'm going to. But I've even looked at some Bowman product. We could chase some rookies or some first Bowmans of guys in the early 2000s. I think we'd have some fun doing that. Jeff Cirillo, Mariners. Tim Hudson, good pitcher. Robert Person, Philadelphia Phillies. Alfonso Soriano. Would you like him, Steve? And Jose Vidro of the Expos. Very cool. There's the regular Phil Nevin, the base Phil Nevin, if you will. A little comparison there. So very cool that the negative is literally that, except minus the logo on the jersey. Chris Benson, pitcher for the Pirates. I remember him a lot growing up. Francis Beltran. Star rookie for the Cubs, Joe Randa, the Royals. He was solid third baseman. And looks like we got something else here. Yes, we do have another numbered card, so I'm going to let that one cook as well. So numbered inserts are in this set. Some are numbered to 1989, which are the Heroes of Baseball inserts, and then there are other Star inserts that are numbered to 4225. Gotta love the numbering from back in the day. We got Matt Williams, the Diamondbacks. Tom Glavine, nice Brave, Hall of Famer. Christian Guzman, the Twins. There's Carlos Beltran. All right. Matt Morris, the Cardinals. That'll round out that pack. So we're looking for at least one more game used jersey card. Got 2 numbered cards. That's what we ended up with last time. And we're still looking for another reverse negative insert. Gary Sheffield, the Braves. There is another game used jersey behind that. So we're going to set that off here. Rene Reyes, rookie for the Rockies. Did we do it again? Did we get 4 game used jersey card? Let's go. Let's go. We deserve that. Let this one cook as well. How about that? Matt Lawton on the front there. And also Eric Chavez, the Athletics. Well, this product's been good to us. Got them from 2 separate sources. So hopefully they weren't from the same pack. Nice Manny Ramirez for the Red Sox there. Roberto Alomar, Hall of Famer for the Mets. Surprised the Mets haven't been claimed in either of these. They've had a good checklist here. Mark Kotsay, Padres. Kazuhisu Ishii, another somewhat notable rookie. Not so much as Soguchi, I don't believe, but. And Ryan Klesko. Padres going to hit their whole checklist here. Yeah, if you ever see these out and around, I suggest you guys pick these up and do a personal for yourself because there's definitely a possibility, and they're really nice. They're affordable, but I have had no bricking issues with any of these. The packs are very sturdy. They're not foil as they appear. They are actually paper, so everything's great. Yeah, Alomar was always a Blue Jay in my head. So seeing him with the Mets, especially on that card, I don't know if you can see here in the background, but they have a mock-up here of Ken Griffey Jr. as a Cub. There's a Cub logo